Alright, hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is gonna be the channel I post on from now on. Obviously, I'm no longer a part of Jayda and Jalen. I'm here to just say my side of the story because a lot of people just went on one side of the story, and I feel like it's mainly kids because yeah, it's always two sides to a story. When people go based off of one side, like yeah, he made his video. Without further ado, I'm gonna get into the basics of what happened during our relationship and throughout. Yes, as you guys can see, he has videos of me wilding out, of me doing irrational things, and me basically looking very crazy. He started posting these videos on the internet because my friend Diana, who was there during all the times we got into arguments and fights, said he abuses her too. He didn't like that people were, saying that he was a woman beater or nothing like that. During the time of those lives, I did not come with any evidence of mine. So it's like what you say then and there is going to just be stuck there. And that's why I feel like in some of my live videos, I was kind of shaky. The situation was still fresh and I just didn't know how to feel. So I just was going on live and trying to tell my side of the story without really telling my side and giving evidence and all that other stuff. And I also got notified by some of his fans, and I'm in the video stating, oh, I have the power to lie. It wasn't saying that I am going to be lying. If you see the context of the video, I was telling him, if I didn't love you, females have the power to lie. The cops had just came that night because we always used to argue from 2 to 3 a.m. So the cops came, security came upstairs. He said, is everything good? I said, yes, everything is good. I'm fine. 15 minutes later, I tell Jalen, I see the cops rolling down our street. We have a one-way street. So I'm like, I already know it's for us. It's 2-3 o'clock in the morning. The chances are they are here for us. So I told him, go hide in the closet. And then I answered the door for the police, and I told them nothing was wrong. I had powder all in my hair. I was looking crazy. This whole crib was crazy. I still went to the door. I said, you know what, officer, I just received some news and I just flipped out. He said, are you the only one in this house? I said, yes. So that was the conversation after everything, I guess the day after. And Jalen was saying I didn't love him, and I was saying, if I don't love you, then I have the power to lie. Females could say anything and the men will end up in jail. So when the cops came, I'm like, I could have told them easily, oh, this and that, and they would have took you without no remorse. And that's the thing, I never went to the cops about him hitting me. Nothing. What's been getting done in the house, I haven't went to the cops to do that, because as a female, whatever the female says, the cops are gonna go with. So for him to post that, it was kind of weird because he knows what I was talking about. He's using any little thing to get out of his situation and make me look like such a liar. Everything that I post, he tries to say, oh, you're a liar. For all the adults that hit me up, because he did leak my number in his latest YouTube video, but that's not even my number anymore. It's just crazy because it's all the adults that was watching his video and got my number hit me up and was like, me and my boyfriend went through something similar, but obviously they wasn't on a platform. And they always said there's always two sides to a story. So it's yeah, what Jalen said was sweet. Yeah, he was the perfect guy in the relationship. He didn't do anything. It's just so weird that it's he tried to paint a mental disorder on me. But it's what person in their right state of mind would we had everything. We had our own crib at 20. We was making our own money together, building a business together. Everybody would want that in a relationship. So it's you think that I was just acting out irrational? Nothing was behind it. So it's he never has videos before the argument started or even after the argument ended. He doesn't record what happens before arguments. He records in the midst of the argument and when things get crazy. He doesn't record when he's talking shit to me, when he's bashing me, when he's calling me a bitch, when he's telling me suck my dick, when he's being very disrespectful. He doesn't record any of that. He starts recording when he sees me lash out. Jalen has been planning this for months. Jalen knew that I was going to take all the information that I had about what he has been doing to me and expose it. I feel just because you guys see me acting and doing crazy stuff in videos, for videos that was always scripted, and it's Jaylen never touched base on our videos being scripted. All of our videos were scripted from the time we started doing pranks. I will always tell Jaylen, and we had this conversation like maybe like 4 weeks ago. We went to iPick. I said, you're always doing aggressive videos on me, like, oh, coming home with a hickey. And it's like, how am I supposed to react, you know? And he knows that he will always tell me, oh, give more of a reaction, draw the crowd, do this, do that. He knows that he did that. So it's like, and he's not commenting anything on it. All I see is, oh, I been knew she was an abuser because of how she acted in videos, but he knows the real. Any YouTuber knows the real. Like, I know the people watching, y'all would like for content to be real, but nobody's videos on YouTube is real. So it's like, we had a conversation, and I was like, you're always doing these aggressive videos on me, like cheating, you know, doing this, doing that. Like, I want to do lovey-dovey, you know, relationship content. It was just too much. Like, the relationship was really just going downhill. Like, I feel like we both wanted it to work, but we both in the back of our heads knew that this relationship wasn't gonna work. And I feel like this relationship was like glued together because of YouTube. But now that YouTube is not in the picture, it broke apart. So now I'm about to touch base on what started happening since Jaylen really found out that I was pregnant. I feel like Jaylen started lashing out throughout the months of March till the end of March, which you guys seen that we broke up the end of March. I don't know, everybody has been telling me, like, when I tell people the story, they tell me maybe he wasn't ready to be a father, or maybe being a father was scary to him. So I am 8.5 weeks pregnant. I never took a pregnancy test, so me being pregnant was just like okay, if I miss my period, you know. But to confirm it, I did go to the hospital. That was my first time at the hospital because I just got my insurance and I was having stomach pain. That was my first time at the hospital. I was alone, and that was for obvious reasons because me and Jaylen was going at it the day before. And that's when I found out, like, you know, how many weeks I was along, and they showed me like the ultrasound, and I heard my baby's heartbeat. And I had snuck a picture of the ultrasound for Jaylen and his mom. But yeah, like, it was like really cute and sentimental to me, so like I just wanted to share that moment. He said that I came at his mom, but this is the context of the situation, and I could have and I should have handled it differently, but I acted off of emotion. So the day prior, me and Jaylen are going back and forth, or it was either the day prior or the day of. We was going back and forth, and I was telling Jaylen, like, because he kept telling me, oh, I'm in the hospital meanwhile. He's like, oh, we're not gonna be in a relationship. I just want to co-parent. That's what he kept saying. I don't want a relationship, I just want to co-parent. So I'm like, okay, we're discussing co-parenting things. I'm like, so are you gonna come to doctor's appointment? Because, you know, like, you don't have to live in the same house with me, but at least come to doctor's appointment, see how your kid is growing, see how it is. Like, he never even heard the heartbeat. But I remember him telling me, well, my mom said the guys are rarely there, or they don't let the guys inside the room anyways. And I'm like, as a woman, why would you tell your son something like that? As a man or as the baby's father, you're allowed to be there. So I just found it weird that she says something like that. So it's like, you saying stuff like that, he listens to his mom. Of course, everybody listens to their mother. So it's like, as you're telling him that, he's going to be like, it's his first kid too. So it's like, he's gonna be like, okay, so that means I don't really have to be there for appointments. But he does, like, so it just kind of hurt me. I was really hurt that day, but I let the best get to me, and I apologized to her multiple times. I tried to get in contact with her because at the end of the day, if I have my baby, that would be my baby's grandmother. So it's like, I would always want us to be on good or decent terms. Like, we don't have to speak every day like how we did, but at least let it be cordial. Back to this starting of the abuse, like the video that Jaylen also has from January 31st, I believe his video said. Like, it's just so inaccurate because Jaylen knows that he started being abusive starting in March. Maybe he was already done with me, but the stuff that he was putting me through it was just a lot. So as you guys know, like, we basically was not really filming in the month of March like that. And that is due to, like, me having very serious injuries, serious body injuries, and I also had a black eye. I'm not gonna really talk a lot on this topic because I already know, like, this is gonna get taken to court. And I'm gonna put evidence in this and pictures and proof, but I'm not gonna put everything that I do have because I don't need him knowing my next move. Like, we've been going through our problems before that. So as you guys seen in the messages that I have posted on Instagram, you guys can see how verbally abusive Jalen was being. I was telling him that I had cut myself, and he told me to cut deeper. And I just feel like that really did hurt me. I just never dealt with this in no relationship. Like, I never dealt with depression like how I did in this relationship. I don't know if it's because everything that we did was on social media, or I feel like everything that we was doing it for social media. I feel like this is a very sensitive topic for me to speak about because what I endured in this last month is very toxic and it's just out of line, out of pocket. So during those times, like, Jalen would hit me and stuff like that, knowing that I was pregnant, choking me, knowing that I was pregnant. It just brought, like, before I went live, I lashed out and I just went live. I didn't think about what to say. I didn't come with any evidence. So it was just all over the place. And as you guys seen in a lot of my videos that got posted on TikTok, you guys can see that I was all over the place. I was shaking. It was just really bad because it's like I'm going on Instagram live. I don't have everything together. I don't, like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's just a live video, so it's just, I don't know, like, I should have never went live and said anything because when I went live, like, I was still had in the back of my head that Jalen has the keys to my apartment still. He doesn't reside here anymore, but he still has the keys to my apartment. So I have that in the back of my head, and it's like, I'm like, what can I say, or what should I say? And mind you, I have nobody in Atlanta. I don't have my mom, I don't have my dad. So it's like, I have it in the back of my head about that, and it's just like, he could come through these doors at any moment. So I played it cute while talking on live, and I didn't fully go into depth of everything that happened when I should have. But the point is, I should have never even went live to begin with, because any little thing or any little comment I said was used against me. He's going based off of what I said on my lives, and he's trying to make me look like such a liar when he knows exactly what he did. Jalen knows that I used to use the closet as a safe space. I used to go in the closet when I needed space from him. I used to go in the closet when I just wanted to chill. So I remember him coming in so drunk and trying to, like, get inside of the door. Like, he came at me and my unborn child with a knife, threatening me and my unborn child. He dodged in and came inside with a knife. Mind you, I'm on the phone with my friend, and she's hearing everything that's going on. So, you know, if this thing does get taken to court, I could bring my friends, he could bring his friends. I was, like, at a really scared point. And this is what I'm saying, like, I had to be very cautious of what I said on live and on the internet and what I posted. My mom even told me too, like, to just be careful, because he has threatened me multiple times, me and my mother, because he was so afraid of getting canceled. It's like, I'm keeping it calm and cordial. You guys can believe what you guys believe, but I am going to be telling my side. I have been getting bashed a lot by a lot of people, and that's because you guys only heard one side. But today you guys hear my side and you guys see my proofs, and I'm just over it. Like, this whole situation that happened in the closet, this is where abortion came into play. This is when he told y'all I lied about my abortion. And I already know that I lied to him about the abortion, and that was for a reason. That was for the safety of me and my child. I had to lie to him about a whole abortion because I was so scared of what he was going to do. And it's just sad, like, how he just acts towards somebody he says he loves or loved or was so in love with. So it's like, for him to be acting like a victim now, and it's like he's not telling his part in what he did or nothing. It's just really crazy to me. I just can't wait to just get him out of my life. And if I do decide to have my kid, then he would never be a part of my child's life at all, because I just don't trust him. Like, I don't trust what he's capable of. So it's just a lot going on that needs to be settled between us as well. But all of this is just getting put out on the internet, and I feel like it's really just for clout and for attention for people's businesses and music. And it's like really sad that you're trying to drag me through the mud while trying to uplift yourself. That's all I have to say for now. I'm gonna wait for his part 2. To be honest, people could believe what they believe. I already know there's people gonna still be on his side. I already know that there's some people who's gonna be mutual, some people who's on my side. So I just wish the best for him. I don't wish nothing bad on him, but I just would never have him a part of my life again because he is a very scary individual. I just really don't trust anything that he does. So that is all for this video. Stay tuned for part 2.